CSGO, everyone's favorite game, the one we play because we enjoy it, not because we have some friends that play it and keep dragging us with them, or because we really want to get a cool drop and sell it for a bajillion bucks and actually buy a good game. But you get to a point where you start to think that maybe, just maybe, there could be more to this game than just competitive mode, deathmatch, and arms race. Because let's face it, casual sucks and demolition hasn't had a new map since ever. So this is the top 7 best CSGO workshop maps. A list of some of the best maps you can find right now on the official Steam Workshop for Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Before we get started, I have to mention one very important aspect. I did not choose these maps, Raul did. Raul being the guy from the live streams that speaks English like a blender trying to chew up a spoon. So it's basically his list. The list of someone who claims to have once been, what was it, Master, Guardian, Elite, Eagle, something, Sergeant, Major of Master Sergeants. You know, before the whole changing of the ranking system in CSGO. I used to be Gold Master back then. Now I'm just a goddamn Silver Elite Master peasant. That being said, let's get it started with number 7. TNT Run Twoo Floors. Now, don't let the Minecraft aspect of this map fool you, because, I have no idea why the aspect shouldn't fool you. Probably because if this were Minecraft, you could have done more things in it. But still, it's a very nice game mode that implies not using any guns. Yes, it's kind of an innovative idea for a shooter. Instead of guns, you walk, and wherever you step, the floor vanishes. The objective is to kill your opponents by dropping them through the floor by eating the floor and not falling through the floor that they or you have already eaten. Now, there's 2 levels to this thing, so you're probably gonna jump around, you're gonna bunny hop, you're gonna do your best to just keep on that last tile before it disappears and watch your opponents float away into the ether and never be seen again until the next round. The map doesn't seem to be working with bots, probably because they would die instantly anyway, but it can be fun at times. Number 6. Snake. Have you ever owned a mobile phone before the year 2005? If you did, you know exactly what this game is. It's Snake. Just Snake. Well, it does have several levels that add more complexity to the screen you have to navigate by putting barriers in the screen, not just around it, but it's Snake. So, it's a very competent made Snake. Can't fault it for that. It looks very realistic in the sense that it looks like it's being played on a Nokia from 2003, a cheap one. Number 5. Tetris. Similar to the Snake one, this is a very, very good Tetris game. There's even a radio on the map that will start playing a remix of the Tetris soundtrack, that main theme, the ever memorable theme of Tetris, and you can play Tetris. The controls are a bit fiddly because you don't have sort of real-time control over the blocks. It sort of happens a few times a second, so there's a good chance you're gonna lose through no fault of your own, which in a way sort of resembles what I remember some of the older Tetris games to be like, especially the knockoff ones. You can actually still buy them as a brick game with 99,000 games in one. Was it 999? A lot of games in one. Regardless, it's a perfectly serviceable Tetris game which you can play in Counter-Strike Global's offensiveness when you get bored with fighting cheaters in competitive mode and losing. Number 4. The Binding of Isaac CSGO. This map takes a lot of inspiration from The Binding of Isaac. It's a bit of a maze-ish affair with obstacles, with traps, and with chests that contain random loot in the form of weapons. You start out with nothing, not even a knife. You have to rush, shoot a map, find a weapon, and go kill the opposition. And there's also a few extra things like traps, and there are some shrines that can either heal you or damage you but give you a very powerful weapon in return. That's if one of those heavy machine guns can even be called a powerful weapon, mostly because a Desert Eagle tends to be all you need most times, or simply a pistol. Still, it's an interesting concept for a map. After all, you don't see a lot of randomness in the weapons affecting CSGO normally like you do in this map. No. Those sprays are not utter bullshit. Number 3. Arena CTF Grotto. For all the fans of Unreal Tournament and Quake, well, this is a capture the flag mode in the style of Unreal Tournament and Quake, filled with jump pads, teleporters, armor pickups, and of course, flags. You don't buy weapons, well, I believe you actually can, I just forgot to. You pick up weapons lying around on the map and use them to shoot your enemies while moving at about 3 times the maximum speed of Counter-Strike Gerbil Orthodontist. It can be quite a fun map to play. Granted, not as fun as actually playing Quake 3 or Unreal Tournament, but still, it's got its moments. Yep, sure does. Otherwise, it wouldn't be in a list of the best maps ever made, right? Well, let's say so. Number 2, sports. You know, I've always wanted to see a game of soccer, or football as the non-peasants call it, with rocket launchers. And I sort of got that in a few games, like Super Bowl and Rocket League a bit. And what this map does is give you the opportunity to play American Handegg, that's football for you peasants, using pistols and shotguns. So this is probably the most American sport ever conceived. Not only do you play American football, but you get to shoot people while doing it. This is probably gonna become a national sport under President Trump. And mind you, it still features less head injuries than actual American football. The objective is to get the shotgun, the golden shotgun in the center, and throw it, or drop it, into the enemy's end line. If you succeed and don't die, you'll then spawn with that shotgun, which will not count as a bow anymore, but you can use it to shoot the enemies, or, you know, just use your pistol. It's a very fun map to play that really, I was gonna say puts a really big accent on movement, but considering how little you can actually move in CSGO compared to, well, the Arena City of Grotto map, yeah, it puts more of an accent on people that can do headshots. Still, it's quite a fun and entertaining map. Lastly, number 1 is Truck Wars. Imagine a Mad Max setting, a very big desert with one road in it, one base with a bunch of trucks, and then one building surrounded by a rickety wall and a moat. This is that map. You start from one end and have to go to the other one to kill people and steal a bigger truck. If you're on the other side, you have to guard your truck from the bad people coming to get it. You can build walls, you can set traps, and you do not have access to a sniper rifle. The attackers, however, do have access to sniper rifles, which will make your life a living hell. It's about as well balanced as, well, that blender you threw a spoon in so you can see the similarities between how Raul speaks English and the blender destroying itself. But the concept is good. The concept could probably be implemented better in another map or maybe a standalone game. Well, that would be it for the best maps you can currently find on the Steam Workshop for Counter-Strike Grenadier Orthopedist. I'd like to give a special mention to the original Inferno, mostly because it seems that the current Inferno is being played entirely by people that cheat. Make sure to come back next week for the top 7 reasons why the Burstfire Glock setting is the best weapon in the game.
Thank you for watching this show. If you enjoyed it, please consider watching some of our other videos and maybe sharing them or giving a thumbs up if you feel like it. And if you really liked what you saw, please check out our Patreon page. For just $1 a month, you could help us make much better shows and get some rewards in the process. Or you could consider buying my book called Tale of Doom. Volume 1 is out now and available for just $2. And as always, if you thought it was horrible, you know where to find me and complain about it.